You know that awkward moment at work when a coworker's smile doesn't quite reach their eyes? When the room goes cold the second you walk in? It's subtle, but you feel it. Something's off. Jealousy in the workplace. It's more common than we like to admit, but many of us have experienced it. You're doing your best, staying focused, and trying to grow professionally. But out of nowhere, a coworker begins to act cold, dismissive, or even subtly hostile. Suddenly, you're asking yourself, why is my coworker jealous of me at work? It's a heavy question, one that can affect your peace of mind, your confidence, and even your work performance. But here's the truth. Workplace jealousy usually says more about the other person than it does about you. In this blog, we'll dig deep into what might be causing that jealousy, how to deal with it gracefully, and how to protect your energy without dimming your light. Jealousy at work isn't just uncomfortable. It can be soul-draining. You might be doing everything right. You clock in on time, hit your targets, offer to help when needed, and avoid unnecessary drama. You're respectful, consistent, and even cheerful. But somehow, you've become a quiet target for someone's resentment. At first, you might doubt yourself. Am I imagining this? Maybe I said something wrong? But over time, the signs become clearer. That one coworker starts interrupting you in meetings, taking credit for your ideas, or questioning your motives in front of others. You notice the forced laughs, the gossip when you leave the room, or the sarcastic comments cloaked in just joking. You feel it in the air. It's not just tension, it's envy. Here's the thing. Your growth might be triggering someone else's fear of being left behind. Your achievements could feel like reminders of what they haven't done, or what they feel they can't do. It could be as simple as your strong work ethic, your ability to stay calm under pressure, your likability with team members, your relationship with your manager. Even your confidence can become a mirror that reflects back their insecurity. And the hardest part? You may not even be trying to impress anyone. You're just existing, doing your best. But sometimes, your best unsettles people who've settled for less. Workplace jealousy isn't always personal, but it can feel deeply personal when you're on the receiving end. And if you're not careful, you might start doubting your own light. That's where your power lies, in understanding that someone else's jealousy isn't your burden to carry. You didn't come this far to be distracted by insecurity wrapped in hostility. Keep your head high, your energy clean, and your purpose clear, because your journey is bigger than someone else's reaction to it. That's why you deserve strategies that help you rise above the noise without losing yourself in it. Here are 10 grounded, empowering ways to navigate jealousy at work while staying rooted in your purpose. Acknowledge jealousy without blaming yourself. It's important to recognize jealousy without internalizing guilt. You don't need to apologize for doing well. Too often, people who are succeeding start to shrink themselves to make peace. But that peace comes at a price, your authenticity. Let your success be a reflection of your hard work, not a reason to second-guess your worth. Lead with compassion, not confrontation. If you feel emotionally strong enough, you can choose to lead with kindness. Sometimes, a simple gesture, a compliment, an offer to collaborate, or even a, "Hey, how's everything going?" can dissolve tension. Compassion doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. It means you choose maturity over conflict, and that's real strength. Clarify. Don't compete. Jealousy thrives in environments where everything feels like a competition. So take yourself out of the race. Clarify your role, your values, and your goals. You're not at work to win against your colleagues. You're there to grow, contribute, and build something meaningful. When people try to turn everything into a rivalry, your calm focus can be your rebellion. Don't let their energy become your energy. Energy is contagious. If you're around someone bitter, you can start feeling bitter too. Guard your mind. Guard your mood. If you walk into a room where their negativity fills the air, breathe deeply and remind yourself, their issues are not mine. Your emotional boundaries are just as important as your professional ones. Watch your words, even in private. When dealing with a jealous coworker, the temptation to vent can be strong, but always assume that what you say might be repeated. Instead of gossiping, speak with integrity. If you must talk to someone, choose a trusted mentor or write in a private journal. Remember, your silence in the face of pettiness speaks louder than their noise. Focus on your bigger picture. You're not at work just for this job. You're building a career, a reputation, a legacy. Don't let one insecure coworker become the center of your story. Zoom out. What does this moment teach you about leadership, grace under pressure, and emotional intelligence? Let it refine you, not define you. Document if it crosses the line. If the jealousy turns toxic, interfering with your projects, sabotaging your work, or affecting your peace, it's time to protect yourself. Keep a record of incidents. Stay factual, not emotional. And if necessary, speak to HR or a supervisor. You're not being dramatic. You're being wise. Keep your inner world quiet and strong. In a world full of noise, your quiet confidence will confuse those who expect a reaction. Cultivate inner peace. Meditate, reflect, read, go for walks. Pour into yourself so much that the negativity can't find a crack to crawl into. You don't need to prove anything to anyone when you know who you are. Celebrate yourself privately and proudly. You don't need validation from that jealous coworker, but you do need to celebrate yourself. Every win, big or small, is a stepping stone in your journey. Don't wait for others to clap. Clap for yourself. Be proud of how far you've come. You earned your place at the table. Be the example they didn't expect. One day, that jealous coworker might be inspired by you, whether they admit it or not. By staying composed, kind and focused, you become a walking example of leadership and maturity. You might never get a thank you, but you will walk away with your dignity intact, and that's worth everything.